Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Pantas Panghutan Stompo from Indonesia. Firstly, I thank deeply to God Almighty so I can share this poetic evening with you all, that my days are running smooth to recite my poem on this solo poetry evening. And my deepest gratitude extended to Honorable esteemed poet Kakuma Prasanaji as the president of the Portal branch, and also all respected admins of UFATI. As you know, writing poetry for me is to refigure, reshape, and redefine my trace of life from yesterday, today, and tomorrow, for the hope of my life's journey of life to reach happiness while I'm here in this mortal stage. It's a transformation to reach eternity, where the true happiness is there, and never forget to appreciate my life while I exist here, to embrace peace, love, and harmony. Even though that all of this not come easy, but we should stay focused of what we dream of, as nothing is impossible if we do it with all our heart, with all our strength, parallel to our spiritual journey. The wisdom of truth which has been reaped from heaven, likely as manna, the eternal bread. As you know, since elementary school, I've fallen in love with pearl of words. For example, such as a proverb said, if you look up the stars above, never forget the grass on the ground. So my poetry is all about love, peace, harmony, spirituality, nature, within morality and wisdom. I've written more than 300 poems, and my published ebook, my first published book is Crystals of Morning Dew. And I've translated the Madan Gigi Gandhi, the poet laureate, of his book Bonsai Blossom into Indonesian. And some books are still in preparation, will be coming in the next month. The title is Song of My Soul, and some e-books in PDF, Puisi Iman Kristen in Indonesia, and also Suara Jiwa in Indonesia. So let me recite my poem. My fourth poem is about nature. It's our our Mother Earth. Title, Love Me. Love me. I have created for you, oh man. You cannot live without caring myself. Love me. And then I will always care for you. I am the Mother Earth, where you live in my wild nature, in my womb, deeply buried, so many precious heritage. You dress up on my face, but why did you suck my heritage exhaustedly? It made me so painful and flying stagger. I knew you are the ruler in my nature, but you don't care of me. You treated me so bad as you like, just to satisfy your will. You are greedy and arrogant. You squeezed me, and you thought as if that you never did it. They thought I could not offend of what they have done. Their behavior sickening me. And finally, I have to rot. The heritage of my womb, you suck it out. You cut the trees, hills flattened. Finally, I don't care anymore. I will rampage them off. Sometimes for a while, my body shook, shaking, knocked out of their dwelling in my heartbeat, even rip off and submerge their lamps. Sometimes the shock is followed by the roaring of the high seas, a slaveless mountain, ready to sweep off everything, and I don't care. I was dizzy, and I got drunk with their behavior, and suddenly I got vomiting. My glowing hot mud thrown up slowly and surely, devouring everything, daunted and without mercy. I will make them run in a hurry, helter skelter scatter. The sky cries and the thunder boom furiously, showering the heavy rain, and the wind rebelled at her will, ready to fly and break anything. Instantly flooding drove up, beat up, devastated everything in court. Oh man, be aware, this earth is where your house built, your only place to stay, shelter, and speculate. Why did you let me down and abandon me miserably? Mother Earth mourned because of the greedy of the inhabitants. Finally, they will mourning in turn. Take care of me. Treat me properly, so I will understand you. Oh Lord, Give them a wise heart, eager to divide and to share, and take care of me. For the sake of your offspring, generation replace generations. Then I will make them satisfied. That's my first point. It's telling about the Mother Earth and her wrath because of the greedy of her inhabitants, humanity, ourselves. So please be wise to use all the resources as needed. So go to my second point. Title arose from above. Arose from above. This is telling about a man that is longing for her girlfriend to be together in this life, walking together, loving each other. So the man is praying. So the title arose from above. Let me recite this poem. Arose from above. In my lonely prayer, you are the answer. Down from above. A divine love, everlasting. My rose downward from above. Undying love. Stay in my arms. Forever be true. Planted in my barren heart. Heavenly dews bless me. Gently down, slowly, with tender touch. Softly whisper in my ears. A voice of love. A magnificent love. A graceful rose. Unchanged in the wind of change. My rose will always bloom. Ever bloom in 4 seasons. Yet in winter time. Still burns me in warmth. Never looks pale. Though in envelope of white snow. Rose from above. Keep me warm night and day. Glowing my gloomy heart. Growing elegantly in the river of my heart. Rose from above. My love. My destiny. Till my hair turns gray. You'll always be mine. Rose from above. I see the sun in your eyes. I see the rainbow upon your curly hair. A taste of honey dripping from your sweet lips. Your splendid smile flourishes, more pretentious than Mona Lisa. A flame of love burning enthusiastically. You, your heart in me, beating in sweet, harmonious, unending melody. Your soft, curving fingers, tightly entwined in mine, never loose till heaven welcome us in eternity. That is my poem about a rose from above. And the next poem, the third poem, is a poem for life. A poem for life. This is a wisdom that in life so many hurdles and strife, barriers. So we have to be strong to overcome whatever in our life. So here we go. I'll recite my third poem, a poem for life. Live and let it life, flowing with water and flying with the wind, reaching up over a beautiful rainbow. Stay cool and firm, keep moving forward, longing the storms of life. Conquer it with confidence. Laughter and tears are the ornaments of life. Peace of soul is the estuary of human's heart. Set a goal and select an option. Moving forward with the roaring waves of life. Say it. I am here to listen. Show me the way, the alleys of my life. I am a wild wanderer in the center of malignant life. I'm tired, but I have to keep going on and on. Strengthen my heart in searching and keep searching to settle and ensconce for my soul. Oh Lord, whispered in my ears, which way should I go so I can get closer to thee? Through all the hurdles and barriers, the twists and turns of my whole life, to uncover the mystery, the answer on thee only, whispered through my inner heart. In order for me to know, in setting my steps, strengthen me, guide me through all the mysteriousness of tomorrow, till I can get closer and closer, ultimately, to stand before thee. Welcome me. Thy heart so sweet, so gentle and comfort, the most magnificent of consolation, deep in my spirit soul. That's my poem of a poem for life. And next is how to survive. My fourth poem, how to survive. So after all struggles, all the hurdles, so many difficulties in life, so we have to survive. That's this poem said. I'll recite this poem. How to survive. Life is a struggle. Life needs patience and endurance. There is always a storm on the way. The journey is not always straight. There are always deviations and inclines. Challenges will always come and go, lurking in every space and time. We'll always cross the mountains and valleys, wading through a swift river and the sea storms, the ever-changing seasons. Problems will always come and go, one after another. It's like a tidal wave. Should I hide in silence? Should I run away from reality? Leaving the problem will only add to the problem. I was born with a reason, in spirit and love. In me, there is a strength in faith and hope. I am there and thinking, then I can survive. All the problems are lessons. It made me growing and growing to be bigger and stronger. A journey of life that I have to take and achieve. Discard all of the blues of the past. It makes you lethargic. Be assured, while there is breath, there is hope. Behind the gray clouds, there is a sun ready to shine. Keep smiling, then the world will smile with you. That is my point, how to survive. Let's next. You know, my poem, mostly about life and wisdom and in spirituality journey. Because in my life, I have experienced that my soul, my spirit soul, at one night, in the middle of the night, while I was praying and fell asleep, that my spirit soul come out of my body for about 3 hours. And I feel completely in happiness. It's different with the happiness of this world. So that's why through my poem, I'll inform you and tell you that this is true, that hope for tomorrow is happiness, even after dying. There is the true happiness waiting for us, for whosoever keep their way in the truth of light. And next poem, be patient in trials. In any trials, I broaden my mind and I open my heart, lengthen my vision and thoughts, spirited with great, noble, sublime, not easily injured. Even I never feeling hurted, though the scribe of wounds gaping, ready to welcome and greeting its present. Be patient in sufferings, though it felt so. I was invincible in pains, a great lesson to my soul. To welcome a bitterness as a stranger into my life, for it makes me stronger. Patience is the power of a soul, the power to accept and to let it go, though it beyond expectation. For I know patience brought me to a home that could lighten and lessen the heavy burden of my soul, loaded on my shoulders. In patience dwell the unseen forces in faith, in regaining the more power to move on, to break the great wall. Patience is like a great barrier reef that rigidly stands in boldness to tame the raging, roaring seas. There is a readiness of a soul with full of awareness to quell the violent storms. Soon afterwards, it will be gradually abated. That's my poem about be patient in trials. So everyone in trials, do not lose hope. There is always a sun ready to shine behind the clouds. So now my next point is about nature. We shift to nature. I also appreciate nature. And as a seaman, well, I was sailing at sea and I look up the sky and see the stars, the moon with their constellation, so lovely and regularly come and go with the same position of its star. They close together, never in the distance, singing in harmony. So here is my poem, The Song of Nature. Nature will always sing in silence, raising a melodious song moving the wheel of life, dancing with space and time. In silence comes life, mountains, valleys, and green grass. Sun rays through a vacuum space. Say hello to the silence of life. The music is a breeze, blowing softly between the branches. The morning dew stick between the leaves. Cultivate the shoots of life. Butterflies fluttered cheerfully, sucking honey among the flowers for producing the fruits of life. Drizzling rain refreshes the dried twigs. White clouds are chasing in the sky, bringing the water of droplets life, which is preparing to downpour for resurrecting the lost love to be echoed again. That's my poem, The Song of Nature. Now, I also, as the ambassador of peace, love, peace, and culture from CISAT, Spain, and ECHO of Syria. So I write my poem, Non-Violence War. After the World War II ended, most of parts of the world in destruction, a hell on earth. Most of nations under colonialism celebrate their independence. How so cruel the war. Millions died. Tragic. What we get now, after all of this, after the whole destruction globally, nothing, just nonsense, right? From this, let's build again our humanity form in a new version, a new concept for a better future, for a better world, for all. One world, one life, in a moment of time. A new era in the wind of change. Change our mind, our heart, our dream. Our life just a blink of eyes. Don't plunge it into an ocean of tears. Let's walk hand in hand for a better tomorrow. Let's forget our identity. Only for love. We live our lives just in a moment of time to taste a better life in a real meaning. what we have to fight, a poverty and illiterate, a better life, and equality of human rights for all, creating a better world in fraternity. No more weapons, no more swords. Let's come with love and go with smile. Thank you. This is my point. Non-violence war. If there is no violence, so the whole world will peace. Now come to another poetry, another poem. My poem about banana tree. In a banana tree, there is a philosophy of life that banana is only one time giving its fruit and then ready to die. And the fruit of banana is very sweet. So that's why I'm very, very, want to write about this. Let me recite. Banana tree. I am a banana tree. My trunk so weak, growing not so high. I expose my heart. My heart is red, bunches of bananas inside. My fruit so sweet. Most of people like me. I always bow in fruits. My life only once. If I had my fruits, my life will end it soon. I always preparing my suits as my offspring to be here soon before someone cuts me down. Yeah, that is the philosophy of banana. The banana have to giving a fruit, a sweet fruit before dying and preparing their suits as a generation to come. And I also writing poem about woman. Woman as a companion of man in this mundane world. We have to appreciate the womanhood in all aspects of life. As women comes from the man's rib, should be protected and respect, complementing each other, walking side by side in a harmony. So I recite my poem, Woman, you are sweeter than wine. You are warmer than the sun. a living beauty of nature carved on you. Something soft and beauty, something adorable to appreciate, something secret inside to dig, something stronger than a magnet, a blue fire of divine love. Love that ignites a deep passion. Love that keeps me warm in winter. Love with open arms like a vast ocean. A heavenly nectar exists on earth. As the drop of morning rain, showering a dry land to cultivate the ancient seeds born again. Only true heart in love that could sentient her gracefulness. And that is my poem about woman. Only true heart in love that could sentient her gracefulness. That is the last slide.
Sir, time is up.
Yes. Okay. That's all about my poem. And thank you so much for listening. Namaste.